Good afternoon, it's me again, guys. Devin here with another Coleman Power Sports how-to video, and today I have the GK200 gas-powered version go-kart right here in front of me. And what I'm gonna do is show you how to remove your clutch, how to remove your torque converter, how to remove the CVT belt, and how to remove your drive chain and reassemble it all in that order. So if you'll follow me, we'll get right to it. So to get this job done, you're going to need a 21mm socket head and extension, a 12mm socket head and extension, a 5mm Allen wrench or socket head extension, a 10mm wrench, an 18mm wrench, a pair of pliers, and your handy dandy extra extensions just to make things a little easier in tight spaces, and a power drill, of course. So let's get started. Okay, so to start with, you're gonna need your drill, extension, and your 5mm socket, and your 10mm wrench for 1, 2, let me get to the bottom. The bottom one, there's gonna be 3 bolts total, but there's one here on the bottom. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's gonna be one right there. It won't be in place with a lock nut. It'll just screw right in and screw right out. But the 2 on top will have a lock nut behind it, so you'll need that wrench in order to keep that bolt in place, in order for you to get it off. As such, there we go. Take it. Place your lock nut back in it, that way we don't lose it. Take it. And this 3rd bolt on the bottom, it's in a tough spot, but you know, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get to it. Let's do it. Okay, so I grabbed my extra extensions, and actually before I use this one, I'm going to first place my manual one on the bolt. That way we don't have to worry about placing it. And you see, there it is. Now we're gonna put this one on and place this one here. Come on. There we go. And voila, magic. That bolt is now free. There you go. Put your bolts inside the CVT cover, that way you really don't lose them. Let's keep going. Okay, so now that we have the clutch area fully exposed, what I like to do first is remove the primary clutch. This is what you're going to need your 13mm socket head for. Let's get it off. There we are. Pull these out of here. Pull this entire off. There we go. Okay. Now we can now remove the CVT belt. Just pull it off, just like such. There we go. Place that to the side. Also grab the rest of that clutch. Leave it right beside it. And for your torque converter, you're going to need your 21mm socket head and extension. In order to pull this one off, it's going to spin, so sometimes you might have to use a rag or a towel in order to hold it tight and hold the resistance the opposite way. But in this case, I've already gotten it primed, so we've gotten it off. There we go. Let's place this to the side. Washers and rings. There you are. How are you? Look at that. There goes our engine, and we're almost at the chain, guys. Keep going. So to get this chain off, what I like to do, and what's most likely the smartest thing to do, is loosen your chain tensioner, that way that your chain isn't super tight when trying to pull it off or reinstall it. So in order to loosen it, you're going to want to, on the top 2 lock nuts on your chain tensioner, you're going to turn them to the left. lefty loosey. As you can see, I got a 1/4 inch slack, right? Let's loosen this. 1/4 inch turns at the same time. You see that? It's really loose now. Perfect, and that's what we need. It's gonna make the job easier. So now that you've done that, let's get to that master link and get it off and get this chain off, guys. Okay, as you can see right here is going to be our master link that keeps the chain in place. You're gonna need, I went and got a different pair of pliers, only because the placement of this, and also just to make sure I can get up under it. This can be kind of tedious. It's not hard. What you want to do is place the bottom of the pliers on the bottom lip and place the top on the edge of the lock there, and then just squeeze. It should pop right out. Matter of fact, let's move this up a little bit. Matter of fact, we can do it just like this. Let's see, I'm trying to get the best angle for you guys. Hold it. As such, you just push it back, it comes right off. Come on. Took your friend, now you don't want to go, huh? That flat edge screw. Pop it out. There we go. And just like everything else, take your hardware, don't lose it, put it somewhere safe. And that there is how you're going to be able to remove your master link and then free, as you can see, the chain. Oh, come on, buddy. Voila. So there you have it. How to remove your drive chain, torque converter, clutch, and CVT belt. So let's put it back. Okay, so to put the chain back on, I'm gonna place the bottom end down there so I can sit back there. I like to come from the bottom when I'm wrapping. You can put it on top and then come down if it's easier to you, but to me it's a lot easier. You come down and just place it on each tooth as such. Let's get another tooth in. There we are. And let that, you see I can pull it and it won't move. So you have that there. And when you stretch as far as it should, you should have the same slack, remember? So before you do that, you gotta make sure that you can actually pull the chain through. So make sure as far as it can go, as such. And when you do so, they should place and sit right in front of each other, like such. Shouldn't be hard. If you let go, it might slide back to the other one. But once you get that master link on, it'll place and seat just how it should. Keep going. When installing the master link, you want to make sure that you face it towards the engine, meaning away from the torque converter, because these have a tendency, the lock, of chipping or hitting the torque converter sometimes, and that could possibly make a chain pop off. It could be a number of things. So whenever you're doing so, the best thing you want to make sure you remember when putting this back on is that you put it back on facing towards your engine, and then you go around the other side and you place your lock on. Show you how to get it done. Let's get down there. Okay, as you can see, it's no longer at the top. I brought it to the bottom just to make this a little easier. What you want to do first, grab your wall. Make sure it's on there good. I think it can go in there a little bit better than what it is. You can grab some, just push it down, and make sure it's on there. Okay. Next, grab your lock, slide it on. I guess we can do it this way. Might be a little bit easier. There we go. Okay. Now grab those pliers we had from Fern. Well, no. Let's stick to the same ones we've been using. Grab the bottom of the lip, push, and that's simple, guys. You've replaced your chain. All you gotta do now is come back to your chain tensioner, the 18mm wrench, and righty-tighty, right, to tighten your chain back up. So I'll get this done. I'll be right back with the next step. Okay, so as you can see, the chain now has the perfect 1/4 inch slack. That means our chain tensioner has been adjusted, so we can move to the next step, which is reassembling the torque converter first. As you can see right here in the center is going to be a keyway groove. You want it to slide perpendicular perfectly with this key that's right here on the shaft. Otherwise, it won't fit on. As such, you see, it won't go. So you want to make sure that you place it the same way as the groove. And then grab your first wall of your clutch. On this one, it's a little bit different, but it's the same, except the key is built in. You know, make sure that it slides perfectly on the shaft. There we go. Now, grab that CVT belt. This is the reason why I don't assemble it all the way, because it's easier to place it on the shaft and then onto the center of the clutch if you just slide it back at the same time and spin it as such, and voila, there you go. The CVT belt has been reinstalled. Let's keep going. Okay, now that belt is placed, grab the other half of your clutch in the same way, the keyway. Make sure that you slide it down the right way, because otherwise it won't go. See? So now, as long as it goes back, you know that the keyway is actually being locked in place. You grab your bolt by hand as far as you can. Voila. And for your torque converter, grab your washer first, and your O-ring, your lock nut by hand as much as you can. Voila. So now that we have the 21mm already on here, we're going to start by tightening it up first. That is good. We're going to grab our 13mm socket head and tighten our clutch. There we go. Look at that, guys. 85% in the way. Let's keep going. Only thing we have left now is the CVT cover. So let's get these bolts out of here. And you know what? First, let's unlock one of the lock nuts. Oh, wrong way. Excuse me. Go ahead and just place it. That way it can sit fine as we install the other bolts, because I never tighten any bolts until I'm done placing all of them. Because if you tighten them first, like this one, then I might tighten it down like this, and the grooves for this one might be stuck there. So you want to just keep it all unloosened until you're ready to tighten them all. So there we are. That one is in there. And those are the only two lock nuts. Grab your drill, your extension, and your 5mm socket. 5mm Allen head socket, actually. And your 10mm wrench. Don't forget, for that lock nut, hold in place. And there we are. Hold this one in place. There we are. Last one we gotta do is the one on the bottom, so let's get down there and do it. Okay guys, like in the beginning, I'm gonna place my bolt in manually now. It's actually in there, so all we need to do now, leave our extension there, grab our other best friend, and give it a little nudge. There we go. I heard it. There you have it. There you have it, guys. How to remove the CVT cover, the clutch, the torque converter, the CVT belt, and your drive chain, and reassemble it all with ease. I hope this message finds you well, guys. Thank you for having me. Once again, it's me, Devin. You guys have a good Friday. Bye-bye.